Great to hear from Smokin' Joe in studio tonight with Brian Kenny. Great perspective looking back to that golden era of heavyweights. We will have a heavyweight main event with meaning to it. And right now, another heavyweight fight. Jason Gavern takes on Raphael Butler. There is Jason Gavern, 28 years old, 6'2", 230, 8-1-2. Half of those wins coming by way of knockout. A former police officer who took up the sport and then left law enforcement for his love of the fight game. And there is Raphael Butler. He comes from Rochester, Minnesota, 22 years old. He's an inch taller and 18 pounds heavier than Gavern.
And the referee in charge, Ray Corona, now to give instructions.
This is good right here. This is good right here. Mouthpieces. Mouthpiece. Let's go. Listen to my commands, gentlemen. Touch gloves. God bless.
Jason Gavern was a police officer by age 20 in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He said he took up the sport just to kind of help out on the job, have a little self-defense as a police officer. The next thing you know, he started an amateur career, went 85-17, made his way up to number 3 among the super heavyweights at one point, collected some Golden Gloves championships, fell in love with the fight game, and moved to Florida to train full-time, and they are swinging right away.
Butler wasting no time to introduce himself to the 8-1 with 2-draw Gavern.
Butler is coming off of 2 straight knockout wins. He had a first-round knockout in March against Forrest Neal.
Gavern in trouble.
And here comes Butler landing a right hand, then a left, and another big right hand by Raphael Butler.
Hands up.
Butler's trying to make sure that his offense is his best defense. Jumping right on Gavern. Gavern has fought with the better opposition throughout his career. But right now, having the toughest time of his career. Only loss for Gavern was to a prospect, Malcolm Tan, and 2 draws to prospects. One of them, 15-0-1, who's on the card tonight. So far, good performance by Butler with Gavern.
Gavern goes to the body, tries to follow in with a right hand. Butler very aggressive right out of the chute, landing 6 of 14 jabs, 12 of 35 to the head in the opening half of this first round.
Maybe the reason Butler coming out of the chute so fast, he took the fight on 3 days' notice. So
right hand lands.
He figures, let me come out real quick and see what happens. Jump right on Gavern. Being that I didn't have full time to prepare.
Now the pace is slowed for Butler after that opening minute-and-a-half surge. Gavern falls in with that right hand to the body.
Butler has the reach, the size advantage, but so far hasn't used it. He's gotten in close and he's just outworked Gavern. Right there you could see Butler, what was on his mind, Joe. He's trying to time Gavern coming in. Gavern will reach, he'll lean forward a little bit. When there's separation, Butler with the quicker hands is looking to nail him coming in. This is where Gavern needs to be. Take away that long wingspan of Butler.
Finished up that combination with a right hand upstairs. Swings wild there, and Butler tried to fire a right back at him.
With the quicker hands of Butler,
10 seconds,
you could see Gavern understands he needs to be close. What he didn't understand there was he needs to keep his hands free, not tie up.
Entertaining first round. Looking forward to the next one. Hair color, round number 2. Jason Gavern, Raphael Butler, heavyweights going at it here. A meaningful heavyweight main event. Dominic Gwynn and the Olympic gold medalist Audley Harrison still to come in a main event. And it's a heavyweight night. Smokin' Joe Frazier in studio. In that first round, Teddy, Gavern settled and was able to land 11 of 16 body shots. He's in the purple trunks with the white trim. Butler came out firing on all cylinders and then slowed in that final minute.
Well, so far, Butler, who's a more experienced fighter, but has not been in with the better opposition as Gavern has been in, has had the advantage of speed, quicker hands, and the ability to fight inside and outside. Looks so far like Gavern is only comfortable and effective if he can get close.
Talk about the limited opposition for Raphael Butler. 6 fights in Colorado, 6 fights in Minnesota. You know exactly what you're getting if you're a heavyweight fighting in those states.
Soft competition. And right now, Butler, I think, would be better served to stay on the outside. He's done real well and carried the first round with his inside fighting, but Gavern's only chance is in close. Butler has the opportunity, has the option of outdoing him on the outside. If I was him, I would take advantage of that situation. That's a bad sign if you're back of Gavern. Behind in the fight, at least on our scorecards, he gets in close and he ties up. He does not keep his hands free. He's a shorter man. He needs to do that, move his hands when he's close.
Tie up again there as Ray Corona separates them.
Again, do not forget, fast-paced fight for heavyweights. Butler took this fight on quick notice, about 3 days.
Stop, take a step back.
Scheduled for 6 rounds. Right hand way off the mark as Butler was able to get away.
But not paying a price. When you get a guy to miss like that,
Gotta send something back.
that's where Butler would be better served on the outside, using his height, using his reach. There he can make Gavern reach and be in position, not too close, where he can make him pay.
Doubled up the left hand on the inside, went with the hook upstairs and then down to the body with Jason Gavern.
This has to be Gavern's territory on the inside if he's going to get back in this fight, if he's going to win this fight.
Well, that was the advice he got after the first round as he was listening to his trainer in one ear and looking ringside to James Lights Out Tony, who you can see right there center ringside with promoter Dan Goosen. Tony was saying uppercut on the inside, uppercut on the inside. He was a sparring partner, Gavern was, to James Toney recently. End of round number 2, Gavern and Butler.